I think it's really easy to build a case for Paynter in the Belmont Stakes to at least be a contender in the race. He's a lightly raced son of Awesome Again out of a mare by Sees Tizzy. Sees Tizzy was the sire of Tisnow. So you've got some stamina on both the top and bottom of the pedigree. Paynter was obviously a well thought of horse after breaking his maiden this past winter at Santa Anita. Bob Baffert jumped him right into the Santa Anita Derby, the race that was won by All Have Another, Creative Cause a close second. And Baffert had another horse in that race called Blue Skies and Rainbows who set the pace and was a very close third at the finish. I thought Paynter would show speed in the race, coming out of a 5.5 furlong maiden race and going right into the mile and 8 Santa Anita Derby. But he broke very badly that day. He kind of stumbled out of the gate. I don't know if it was the plan to let Blue Skies and Rainbows set the pace and Paynter would be taken back. But at any event, the start hurt him quite a bit in that race. He went from there to the Derby Trial Stakes at Churchill Downs, a one-turn mile. That night at Churchill Downs was an absolute, the track was a mess. A hailstorm came through and hit. Horses were delayed in the paddock before the race because another horse had to be reshod, and they eventually scratched him. And the track itself was extremely sloppy for the race. He finished second. I didn't think it was a terrible race for him, but he came out of it. He won an allowance race at Pimlico on Preakness Day. I thought that was a pretty good race, and I thought right then if Bodemeister, who is owned by the same Zayat Stables that owns Paynter, if Bodemeister was not going to be pointed for the Belmont, I thought this horse would be the one that they would want to go with. Sure enough, that's what they did. I think Paynter has the speed to go right to the front in the race. In fact, I would be surprised if that wouldn't be the tactics for the Belmont. The question is whether or not he has the seasoning. I think it's probably less important in the Belmont Stakes than it would be in a in a race like the Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs, where you have 20 horses, something like that, every year. So Paynter, though he's light on experience, I think he has a lot of talent. He has speed, and he has pedigree. It's a dangerous combination, and he has Bob Baffert as his trainer. Baffert knows how to win these big races. This horse, I think, is training exceptionally well, and he has to be considered in the exotic wagers for the Belmont to hit the top 3 at least.